Richie Rich Show.
Hey, good morning, guys. How's everybody doing? Richie Rich here, man. Ones and twos, I guess, right? We're gonna talk a little rant today. Something on my mind. Sorry, I rubbed my eyes. Just trying to wake myself up. I had a little rough morning. Something didn't really make sense to me today, but I guess it is what it is. I was parked at a weigh station on Interstate 12 in Louisiana. And about 6 o'clock in the morning, I get a bang on my door from a state trooper telling me to move. And I sat there for a moment and I thought to myself, state police are trained through the FMCSA about hours of service and the dangers of sleepy truckers. And that's when I started to realize, and I should have known this, I used to be law enforcement and I kind of knew this, but they don't really like us and they don't really care for us. For a state trooper to wake a truck driver up and make him move in the middle of the night during a storm, I add, there's severe thunderstorms going on right now, makes me think that they don't care about public safety. So it doesn't make sense, State police know that parking is an issue in trucking. They know this. That's why they see truck drivers parked on ramps. They see truck drivers parked anywhere they can. And I understand truck drivers are not welcome in places because they tend to trash where they go. I understand that. But when you parked at a rest area, a wait station, you would think you have some refuge there, right? And I thought to myself, if I were to drive down the highway and fall asleep or kill somebody, whose fault would that be? And you know whose fault that would be? Mine. Not the state troopers. Mine. It would be my fault. Because, those situations, I can hear the lawyers in court now, the prosecutor, well, you should have went to jail. You should have defied his order if you were that tired. As they're sentencing me to 10 to 15 years or life in jail. It just made me think, man, when I experience stuff like that, it makes me reflect on my life decisions, right? I don't know, I'm not super happy right now. And you guys probably know that. You can tell. That's why I took some of my videos down, because they weren't really motivational. But when I think, last year, 2014, was probably the worst year of my trucking career. I've been through let me see. I'm on my 4th job. Okay. And the people I pull with now, they do a lot of broker freight. And it's okay. My dispatcher's nice, and that makes it work for me. It's not about, he about to take his hood off. It's not about the money, but it's more so, it's about, I like working with this person, and they're not hard on me, But last year was probably the worst year of my trucking career. And when I sit and think about trucking in general, I've been doing trucking for 12 years now. And I didn't really mean to be in it 12 years, to be honest with you. But now I'm in a situation where I'm kind of stuck. And when, I don't like it. I don't like the feeling of being stuck. I don't think anybody does, right? And when I sit and think about, the things I should have done, I wish I would have did. And one thing you guys are going to find shocking, right, is, here, let me say this. I have a matriarch in my family who passed away in 1990. He took his life. He brought my family over to this country for a better opportunity for us. And I guess through his own mental health or whatever, depression or whatever, he decided to end it. But he was motivating everybody to be a doctor. And I know it sounds crazy. You guys like, Rich, what? But I was supposed to be a medical doctor. I was. For some reason, my hard-headed ass wanted to be a police. And I'll be honest with you, I have regrets on that, because look where I'm at today. 34 years later, I'm not a police, and my career in law enforcement didn't last longer than I wanted it to. And I'm doing trucking, where it's hard. Trucking, I'm not going to say it sucks completely, but it sucks. It does. Because if you think about what we do out here, especially us over the road truck drivers, we are gone from the home, and we're in our truck 24/7. And when you look at the money compared to the time spent, the truth is, it's not really worth it. And I know some of you guys are like, well, Rich, what are you talking about? What are you saying, Rich? This is what I'm saying. If you sit and think about the cost of doing this job, the money aspect of it, especially recently, it's not really worth it. I'm going to tell you who trucking works for. I'm about to explain to you right now. It's the man or woman who has no family, no home, no commitments, who are single, alone, by themselves in this world, who are able to save every penny they make. Because if you think about it, if you have a family, okay, and you're doing this job, one, you're paying the cost of being away from your family, being away from your children and your wife and spouse. You're paying the cost for that. And sometimes the cost is great. There's a lot of truck drivers who are divorced and estranged from their children, okay? Because unfortunately, mom and dad wasn't home. And then when you look at the money aspect of it, okay, and what I'm about to say, I always get pushback from this, in which it's weird to me that truckers will push back for what I'm about to say. But truck drivers should be making at least $2,000 or more a week doing this job. And we don't. Okay? We don't. Not consistently at all. And some of you guys, can attest to that. Some of your paychecks are small, and you're struggling out here. And then it makes you wonder, was the sacrifice worth it? Because this is a sacrifice. I mean, here I am in Louisiana, 1,000 miles away from my home. Okay? And you're right, nobody's forcing you to be a truck driver. Nobody is. But here's the thing. You need a job to survive, especially what's going on in this country right now, right? So, when I sit and think about my career as a truck driver, I've been doing this for 12 years. And I only made really good money for about 4.5, 5 years of that time, out of 12 years. I'm talking real money. When I was bringing in between $12,000 and $20,000 a month cash. Okay, I was. Now, some weeks, I'm minimum wage. I am. And here's the thing, right? And I know some of you guys are going to say it, and there's going to be a few of you guys on this video commenting, well, I make $2,800 a week or whatever, but that's not everybody. A lot of that depends on your geographical location, where you live. I had a guy on my last video ask for advice. He was from California. And he asked if I was a trainer, and I was like, no, I don't do that no more. But he was asking for recommendations for companies. The truth is, the only companies out here to really work for, that have a future, are Walmart, FedEx, UPS, the Postal Service, and whatever unionized company you can get on with. The rest are unstable and bullshit. All the mega carriers are bullshit. They are. You're not going to make, you're not going to be consistent out here with anything working for a mega carrier. Some mom and pops don't have the money to pay you. They're closing by the day. And everybody else is just filling in. You know, trucking is, I don't know, it's unstable. It's hard, and it makes, sometimes it makes you really question your life decisions, like I did this morning. Half sleep driving down Interstate 12 to go deliver a load that I don't get to touch any chicken nuggets. I won't eat any of these chicken nuggets. I don't benefit anything from it. Truth is, I should have did what I was supposed to do. I should have went to medical school. I should have become a doctor. I should have. And at my age now, I'm starting to regret those life decisions. I am. And you regret them when you get a paycheck that's bullshit. I mean, you're out here working 70 plus hours a week, and sometimes you don't even break $1,000. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. It's not worth the time. But you're kind of stuck. I got 3 friends who work for Prime right now. All 3 are trainers, and we talk group text. They're all three of them are quitting. One trainer told me they keep giving him Haitians who don't speak English. He can't do it no more. This guy about to tear something up. I'm here at this truck stop. The other 2 said they don't get the miles or the revenue. They've been giving a lot of $700, $800 revenue with students. They're not making any money. One of them told me that last 2 weeks the student made more money than he did. It's bad out here. It is. Today's March 31st, and President Trump's going to enact more tariffs. And he said out his own mouth on Meet the Press, Sunday Meet the Press, that he don't care what happens with the cars getting more expensive and the financial burden on Americans. So you can only imagine how much worse it's going to get for truck drivers out here, right? But yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't mean to rant or be Mr. Negative, but this YouTube channel is really a self-reflection of me. My journey in life, not just in trucking, but just in life. I wish I could step through a time machine. I really do. I wish I would have stayed at the university, went to medical school, became a doctor. I should have did what I was supposed to do. Now I'm in a situation where, I'm just trying to survive out here like the rest of us, and it's not looking good. So, I know I'm going to get guys in comments, well, once you try this company, try that company. They're all the same. I have my thoughts about trucking. Here's one. 55 cents a mile, 65 cents a mile. That's not enough money to me. That really isn't. And some people might say, man, that's good money. But when you factor in the cost of health insurance, the per diem, the taxes, that 65 cents becomes more like 42 cents a mile. It does, and it's not worth it to me to be running 3,000 plus miles a week, busting your ass. See, I want you guys to think, and it's not that I'm talking that I'm lazy, right? But I've been doing this thing 12 years. And running 3,000 plus miles a week like that for 12 years, that wears on your body. You know, it wears on your life. It does. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard work. Trucking is hard work. You know, not. I mean, the social aspect of it, just being in different towns every day, every night. I mean, I like to travel. Don't get me wrong, I do, but not like this. The travel that I like to do is, you fly into a city, you go into a hotel, you go to work then in the city, and you leave and go home. You know, not that every night you're driving to a different town at a cruddy truck stop that nobody wants to clean inside, around a bunch of non-speaking English people who are just nasty, washing their feet in the sink and shit. On top of the bad food out here, the bad food options that you have, the unhealthy lifestyle. All of that, would be worth it if you were making $15,000 to $20,000 cash a month. But we're not. This month I think I only made, I'm being honest, probably not even $4,000 the whole month. Okay, I'm working every day, so I'm not lazy. Okay, it's just that trucking has turned into something that I don't think it ever will recover from. I don't think we'll ever go back to those great days of making great money and they were throwing money at us. So I don't know, fellas. I did try to leave trucking, but the guy in the Oval Office thought otherwise. So I'm stuck here with you guys, but I'll try to make more content, man. I don't mean to sound like the morning gloom today or a rant or anything. It's just when you're out here, your thoughts take over, because you always think of what it could have been or what I should have been. I mean, I was a young man passionate about serving our country. Joined the military. I was passionate about wearing a uniform. I was passionate about being a police officer to help people, but that didn't pan out because I'm not doing it now, right? And I know some guys like, Rich, you can get back into it. Well, I'm a middle-aged man right now. Hell, I had a incident at my house about a week ago, and I was winded. I had to do something to someone near my house, but man, I was so out of shape. I was like, oh my God. So I can only imagine dealing with a perpetrator on the street, at this age. So it just makes me regret, man. I should have did what I was supposed to do. I should have became a doctor. I should have. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to me rant a little bit. I make more videos. I'm sorry I don't sound motivational today. I mean, it just, this morning, that state trooper, man, it just, some people have a way of making you feel insignificant. Like your life doesn't matter. Bothers me a bit, But I guess I'm sitting here in this truck stop until hopefully the next load comes along and pray that it pays something. It stinks working every day and you're not really getting your worth. It stinks. So peace and love, and hopefully I'm at this real tight truck stop. Hopefully nobody hits me. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Be easy.